You join me today at Glasgow Central Station. We shall be looking at one of my favourite suburban routes in Glasgow, the Cathcart Circle Line. This video that I'm doing today will focus on the 1886 route from Glasgow Central to Cathcart, and in a future video we shall look from Cathcart back to Glasgow Central. So I'm going to hop on board my first train now as we head towards Pollokshields East, which is the first station as we're going anti-clockwise on the Cathcart Circle. So I'm now on board this Class 380-0 380-110, and this is the 0819 ScotRail service to Cathcart, and the first station is Pollokshields East. So you now join me at the first railway station of today. This is Pollokshields East. It's actually one of three stations with the word Pollock in on the Cathcart Circle Line. What a load of Pollock. But also this station is a lovely location because you can also see trains going towards Barrowc, East Kilbride and Cathcart via Maxwell Park as well, because the junction for that is right next door to Pollokshields East station. So for some strange reason we've got a Class 380-0 which just stops short of the platform here at Pollokshields East. But why that Class 380's, I don't know what's going on with it to be honest, but why it sorts itself out, let's talk about Pollokshields East Station. Now this opened on the 1st of March 1886 by the Cathcart District Railway. Now the station did close in 1970 as a wartime economy, but it did reopen in 1919. So when you're at Glasgow Central Station, you will see Cathcart as the destination. But technically, the trains actually don't terminate at Cathcart. They only do that not to confuse the passengers. So they actually do a full circle, like on the Merseyrail network on the Wirral line, with services like from Chester to Chester by Liverpool Central. Now I'm going to wait for the 0858 ScotRail service to Cathcart, but carries on to Glasgow Central. And my next station en route is Queen's Park, not in London, but in Glasgow. So we have now made it to the second station. This is Queen's Park in Glasgow, not in London. But it makes me think though how many people have travelled from Queen's Park, London to Queen's Park in Glasgow. That's an interesting thing to find out, to be honest. The one thing I did not mention at Pollokshields East is that all the stations we are visiting today have got island platforms. They've got two platforms, but they're all island platforms. So I'm now going to dive into the history of Queen's Park Station. To be honest, there's not really much to say about this, because it opened on the 1st of March 1886 by the Cathcart District Railway. Another thing with Queen's Park Station is it's got a very lovely station building on the platform as well. In fact, there's a lot of stations on the Cathcart Circle that do have lovely station buildings. But we are waiting for the 0926 ScotRail service to Newton now, which will take us to our next station, Crosshill. But when I get to Crosshill, I'm going to have an hour at Crosshill because there is something else that I want to show you. And to be honest, it's kind of railway related, but it's also football related as well. So we have now made it to the first station. This is Crosshill. It's a lovely station in a cutting. It's got a lovely station building as well. Now this station actually also opened on the 1st of March 1886 by the Cathcart District Railway, but it did close in the 1970s of wartime economy, but it reopened in 1919. So at Queen's Park, I did say I was going to show you something football related, but it has something to do with the railways as well. Just across the street from Crosshill is Cathkin Park. I'm going to head into Cathkin Park now to explain more why this football theme has something to do with the railways. So I'm now inside Cathkin Park. If you remember a video on YouTube from the Tin Traveller, he actually visited Scotland and visited Cathkin Park himself, because the reason is, it's just down there. That is the former football ground of Cathkin Park. It's a lovely disused football ground. So I'm going to go to the stands now to explain more. What does it have to do with the railways? So you now join me in one of the former stands at Cathkin Park, and honestly, if you're ever in Scotland, especially Glasgow, I do recommend coming to Cathkin Park just for a walk around and also see the old football stands that are still standing as well. But what does this have to do with the railway? Well, there was a site further down called Hampden Park, which was played by Queen's Park Football Club. Unfortunately though, they were actually moved out by the Cathcart Railway. They were forced out of their ground, and they built a new football ground here, which was named Hampden Park. This is the second site of Hampden Park. Now in 1903 they actually moved out to the current Hampden Park Stadium, and Third Lanark Athletic Club decided to move in to play their games here and rename this to New Cathkin Park. So we have now made it back to Crosshill Station. If you want to know more about Cathkin Park and Tim Traveller's video, I'm literally going to put it as a card on screen now so you can watch that, or it's going to be in the pinned comment down below. But I'm waiting here for the 10:29 ScotRail service to the next station, Mount Florida, which is where you actually change for the current Hampden Park Stadium.
Approaching Mount Florida. Change here for stations to Midland and stations to Glasgow Central via Maxwell Park.
So we have now made it to Mount Florida, which is also the penultimate station as well. You could change here for the current Hampden Park Stadium. Also, this is actually the junction station for services to go towards Newton by Kings Park. And honestly, I think this is the only station on the Cathcart Circle that's actually disabled access friendly. I think all the other stations are not disabled access friendly. So going to talk about Mount Florida Station. Now this station also opened on the 1st of March 1886 by the Cathcart District Railway. So another thing about Mount Florida Station is, if there's an event on at Hampden Park, this station is best avoided, to be honest, because this station can get extremely busy. But we are going to be leaving Mount Florida now on the 11:01 ScotRail service to Glasgow Central, but we're going to the next and final station of this video, Cathcart. So we're now at the final station. This is the station that the line took its name from, and also the railway company took its name from. This is Cathcart. Now this is not a junction station for services towards Newton, even though you do see the trains towards Newton passing Cathcart station, but this is the junction station for services towards Neilston, because the trains heading towards Newton actually call at Langside and then they pass through Cathcart as they head towards Newton. But honestly though, Cathcart station is a very lovely station. If you're ever in the area of Cathcart, do take a look at Cathcart station. So I'm now going to talk about Cathcart Station and also the Cathcart District Railway, because the line we travelled on from Glasgow Central to Cathcart by Mount Florida was actually opened in 1886. That was the first stage of the Cathcart Circle Railway, but Cathcart Station was actually a terminus station at the time, which opened on the 25th of May 1886. It actually opened much later than the line. However though, that terminus station actually closed in 1894. It was replaced by the current station we're standing on the 19th of March 1894. So travelling from Glasgow Central to Cathcart this morning on the 1886 route has really been wonderful. We also visited Cathkin Park as well, which I mentioned earlier. If you're ever in the Glasgow area, do go to Crosshill and do go to Cathkin Park. It's a lovely area. There will be another video coming out on the 1894 part of the Cathcart Circle, which will start at Cathcart to head back to Glasgow Central by Maxwell Park. But for now, I'm going to drop a video right here. Feel free to give that a click. The people on screen now, YouTube channel members and Patreon supporters, thank you for supporting the channel. I've been SarahWithTheTrains. Thanks for watching. Stay safe. I'll see you for another video down the line.